I remember the smell of antiseptic, that sharp, sterile scent that clings to hospitals and memories you can't wash off. My sister had just given birth. I brought flowers, white lilies, her favorite. I thought today was about new life. Turns out it was about the death of something else. As I walked down the hallway, I heard a voice that froze my steps. She has no clue. At least she's a good cash cow. My husband, Daniel. Then my mother's voice, soft, approving. You two deserve happiness. She is just a useless failure. And my sister laughed. Thanks, I'll make sure we're happy. I didn't move, didn't cry, didn't even breathe. I just turned around, walked out of that hallway, and smiled at the irony of it all. They thought I hadn't heard. They thought I was still the fool funding their lives. But they were wrong. It's strange how betrayal doesn't hit you like a punch. It seeps in, quietly, like water finding cracks in a wall. I used to think Daniel was my safe place. My mother always said he was my best decision. My sister said I was lucky. Maybe I was, once, before they found each other. It started with small things. My mother stopped visiting. My sister stopped calling unless she needed money. Daniel became distant, working late, guarding his phone like it contained nuclear codes. I asked once, softly, "Is everything okay?" He smiled, that practiced, tired smile. "Just work, love." I didn't press. I've learned that silence tells more truth than words ever will. One night his phone lit up while he was in the shower. The name said, Emma, my sister. The message said, "She's transferring the money tomorrow. We're almost free." Almost free. That phrase replayed in my mind like a siren. Free from what? From me? From the woman who paid for his startup, my sister's apartment, my mother's endless vacations? I remember standing there, staring at the message, my pulse steady, my body cold. I didn't scream, I didn't cry. I just saved the evidence and put the phone back exactly how I found it. Revenge isn't about anger, it's about clarity. I spent the next month preparing, quietly, legally, efficiently. I moved our joint accounts into a trust under my name. I sold his company shares to a silent buyer I controlled. I changed my will, rewrote insurance policies, and withdrew everything I'd ever given them, emotionally and financially. My mother thought she was managing my finances while I focused on healing. I let her believe that. My sister thought I'd lend her money for the baby. I agreed, through a new account she didn't know was monitored by fraud investigators. The trap was set before they even knew they were standing on it. That brings me back to the hospital. They didn't see me standing there, didn't hear the quiet click of my phone recording every word. When I turned away that day, it wasn't out of shock. It was because I'd already won. 3 days later, I invited them all to dinner. My mother, my sister, Daniel. They came, smiling like wolves dressed in family. I poured wine, toasted to new beginnings. Then I placed my phone on the table and pressed play. The room froze. My husband's voice echoed back at him. She has no clue. At least she's a good cash cow. Then my mother's, my sister's laugh. Silence. Daniel's face drained of color. My sister's hands shook. My mother's lips parted like she wanted to pray, but didn't remember how. I took a slow sip of wine. I just wanted you all to hear how you sound when you talk about me. My lawyer stepped in from the kitchen, document in hand. Divorce papers, property transfers, cease and desist orders. Everything signed. Everything final. Daniel whispered, "You can't." Oh, I already did. He lost everything he'd built on my name. My mother lost access to my accounts. And my sister, well, the fraud investigation found her fake loan applications easily once I pointed them in the right direction. I left before they could beg, before the tears came. As I walked away, I felt lighter than I had in years. No rage, no sorrow, just peace. They thought they broke me, but what they really did was free me. I visited the hospital again a week later, brought flowers. This time I placed them in the nursery window. I looked at my newborn niece, innocent, untouched by her parents' sins, and whispered, "I hope you never learn love the way I did." Then I turned, walked down the same hallway where everything ended, and smiled. Because sometimes revenge isn't about destroying others. It's about reclaiming yourself from those who already tried. And I did. Perfectly.